Recently, we've seen and heard the word workation a lot. The term is a combination of the words work and vacation and refers to working while traveling away from home. Since the Japanese government has been supporting workations, there has been an increase in the number of accommodations that offer workation plans. What's more important during workation, work or vacation? It doesn't really matter what your focus is, it can be 50-50. It can also take a lot of different forms, from a few days of paid time off to group training to refresh yourself. We put together some examples to show you what a workation really is, the benefits, and what to look out for. If you'd like to try a workation for yourself, we've also included 10 of the most popular cities for you to consider doing workation at. First, let's take a look at what is workation, especially in Japan. Workation started in the US in the 2000s and has been spreading in Japan since around 2019 as a way to use up paid holidays and revitalize local communities. The idea is to make it easier for people in Japan to take paid holidays by allowing them to work while on vacation rather than having to worry about their colleagues or having their work pile up. But a work holiday doesn't mean that you're allowed to work while on paid leave. The law requires that there is a clear distinction between work leave and paid leave, and that each type of leave is counted separately. Even if you're on holiday, if you work, even for a short period of time, it's still working time, but there are often cases where you are not paid for or asked to work. To improve this situation, some companies have started to formalize work holidays. So what are the different forms of workation in Japan? There are companies' work holiday schemes. For example, Japan Airlines introduced a system in 2017 where the workers participate in repairs to the Kumano Kodo while working in Shirahama town in Wakayama Prefecture. They encourage people to adopt this system and create an environment where they can work and take time off, like attending regular meetings from home or on the road. Another example is Nomura Research Institute. They hold regular workations in an old private office in Tokushima Prefecture. About 5 system engineers stay at the office for a month and interact with the residents after their normal work. There are also facilities specifically designed for work trips. Considering the strength of Wi-Fi and also security, new facilities have been created exclusively for workers. Mitsubishi Estate opened a workation place in Wakayama Prefecture in 2019 that can accommodate up to 16 people per company for 100,000 yen a day. There are also more and more inns and other accommodation facilities that offer workation plans. A lot of hotels and inns are now providing Wi-Fi and other communication facilities and offering substantial discounts for long-term stays and plans that don't include meals. There's also the factor of local authorities. To encourage people to stay in Japan and other local areas for a longer period of time and experience the good points of the regions, and to increase immigration and human exchange, local governments are also taking part in workations. For example, in Tanabe City in Wakayama, Akizuno Garden has set up a teleworking environment in an old primary school building. During the workation, participants can experience farming and exploring the different areas around here. Let's have a look at different benefits of workation in Japan. It's easier to take longer holidays. If you want to take a week off but can't because you have a meeting to attend on one day, with workation you can take a long trip by having a remote meeting during your holiday. You don't want to work while you're on holiday, but if you can get in touch with your work when you need to, it's easier to take time off. In this case, you can also turn random public holidays into a major holiday. It's also less stress and more refreshing going on workations. It's refreshing to work in an unusual place, neither in the office or at home. Even if you work the same hours as you do in the office, you can look out of the window and see greenery or the ocean. It's a different level of enjoyment. You can stay in a resort with your family, work in the morning when they're at the beach, hang out with your children in the afternoon, and work again later in the evening. Workation also gives you new motivation and ideas. A change of environment can refresh us in more ways than we can imagine. Interacting with locals, sightseeing, and other local experiences can lead to new ideas and motivation. Now that we've looked at the benefits of workation, let's have a look at things to pay attention to. The first one is to track and manage your actual working hours. Make sure to check your company's rules and regulations on how to calculate your working hours and wages during your vacation. The cost of travel and accommodation depends on where you're going to, but you should understand if it's going to be treated as a business travel expense or out of your own pocket. You should definitely pay attention to choosing a holiday destination with the facilities you need to work. Wi-Fi is a must, but you can also choose if you want to work alone in your room, in a large workspace. If you want a work table and printer, make sure to choose a holiday destination that has the equipment that you need. Another thing to be aware of is work-related data breaches and computer theft. This is probably not a huge problem here in Japan, but be careful of information leaks because of poor Wi-Fi security in your accommodation or other places, as well as theft and getting things stolen. Now that we've covered what is workation, the benefits, as well as things to look out for, let's have a look at the 10 most popular places for workations in Japan. First up, we've got Amami Oshima in Kagoshima Prefecture. It takes about 2.5 hours to 3 hours by plane from Haneda or Narita Airport. This is an island with a lot of nature and has attracted a lot of attention after being registered as a World Heritage Site. Here you can experience yoga in the wild, traditional dances, and get in touch with the local people and history. Then we've got Taketomi Island in Okinawa Prefecture. It takes about 3 hours by direct flight from Haneda to Ishigaki Island. Taketomi Island is about 10 minutes by high-speed boat from there. It is for people who want to enjoy a long and leisurely stay on an island away from the busy daily life. It's very relaxing and there are lots of different activities that you can participate in. Then we've got Goto Islands in Nagasaki Prefecture. It takes about 2 hours from Haneda Airport to Nagasaki Airport, and then about 30 minutes from there to Goto Tsubaki Airport. Goto City has a church that's been selected as a World Heritage Site and is known for the beautiful beaches they have. The sea, mountain, and food here are incredible, and you can enjoy communicating with the islanders. Although it's a remote island, it's very beautiful, and a lot of people have been going there for workations. Then we've got Nanki in Wakayama Prefecture. It takes about 1 hour and 15 minutes from Haneda to Nanki Shirahama Airport. Here you can find the beautiful blue sea, the World Heritage Kumano Kodo, as well as different hot springs. Then we've got Onna Village in Okinawa. You'll arrive here in less than 3 hours by plane from Haneda and then about 1 hour by car from Naha Airport. Here you can work while enjoying the extraordinary feeling of being in a resort. By staying in the center part of the main island, you can easily move around the island and on holidays enjoy sightseeing tours on the main island and cafe tours in Okinawa, which are really famous among cafe lovers. Then we've got Karuizawa in Nagano. It's quite convenient to get from Tokyo by Shinkansen to Karuizawa in about 1 hour and 10 minutes. Here at Karuizawa, you can enjoy shopping at the outlets as well as exploring the nature. Okay, then we've got Atami in Shizuoka. It takes only about 45 minutes by Shinkansen from Tokyo Station. It's a great place, especially if you want to stay close to the city. You can enjoy the seafood while being healed by the hot springs here. And of course, during spring, you can see the beautiful Atami plum blossoms. If you want to find out more about that, make sure to follow us on Instagram as well as check out the information I've linked in the description box down below. Then we've got Furano in Hokkaido. It takes about 1 hour and a half to get from Haneda to New Chitose Airport. It takes then 2 hours by car from there to Furano. Furano is beautiful in all seasons, especially in summer and autumn. You can see all kinds of beautiful flowers and see the colors change. Bie is full of popular scenic spots like the Blue Pond, and there is also the Bie Hill, which is known as one of the most beautiful roads in Japan. Then we've got Seto Inland Sea in Ehime Prefecture. Autumn is the best season for cycling. Here you can cycle around the 60 kilometers Shimanami Kaido that connects Onomachi City in Hiroshima Prefecture and Imabari City in Ehime Prefecture. It takes about an hour and a half from Haneda to Hiroshima Airport. From there, it takes about 15 minutes by car to Onomichi, the entrance to the Shimanami Kaido. Then we've got Yatsugatake in Nagano Prefecture. It takes about 2 hours by car from Tokyo or 2 hours by limited express train from Shinjuku Station to get here. With mountains, forests, and valleys, you can work in an open space while feeling the magnificent nature. If you want to go somewhere for a long stay near the city center, then Choshi in Chiba is great for you. Surrounded by the ocean, you can enjoy a magnificent view and you'll be excited by the fresh fish that's unique to one of Japan's leading fishing grounds. This place is also blessed with natural hot springs for you to enjoy during your off days. There are plenty of places to stay. Besides hotels and inns, the number of accommodation facilities for workation is increasing. The climate here is also very nice, making it a great workation option for a lot of people. Then we've got Shima in Mie. Why not stay at a resort hotel or a cottage in Shima, where you can focus on your work but also enjoy the different nature around the area. There's a beautiful view of the sea and the mountains here, and with a long-term stay plan, you can also have a great trip out of your time. With the long-term stay plans that are available to you, you can really take your time and explore. In Shima, you also should not miss out on the famous Kashikojima. Here you can enjoy natural hot springs, freshly caught seafood, and the local beef. On holidays, you can also travel to the nearby cities. There you have it. What do you think about workation in Japan? If you're interested in checking out one of the places that I've introduced, or if you've been already, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to have a look at the accommodation recommendations I have for you, definitely check out the description box down below. If you do end up going on a workation, I hope you have a great time. We've got more video about traveling in Japan, moving to Japan, life in Japan, and Japanese culture, and so much more coming your way, so make sure to subscribe and press the bell notification. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.